What's going on, champs and chambettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we gotta go over a lot of stuff regarding the return to Chapter 1 returning very, very soon, because we have a lot of new teasers, right? 2 new items found in real life, giving special content creators and everything else to hype up to return, but also an official teaser by Epic Games, which also gives us more information on the official naming of the new season, and what features are actually still going to be enabled as we go into the new season. So firstly, a drift version of Derburger has appeared in real life in Ninja's backyard, as you can see based on the image on screen right now, and this is something you're going to notice as a trend, right? The content creators who are actually getting these packages are definitely people you used to hear about back in the OG days of Fortnite, because we have Ninja getting the Derburger, we have Courage JD getting that one sign, I forgot what it was like the truck stop Oasis sign or whatever else, and then we have Dr. Lupo getting the Dusty Diner sign. So that is a total of 3 different signs that we've seen in person now being rifted out of Fortnite into people's backyards. However, there is one more sign we have not seen as of yet, and that is the tribal tomato head themed sign, right? That still has not appeared in anyone's backyard. So for today's question comment of the day, I would love to hear down below, who do you think is going to be getting that massive sign in their backyard? Do you think it's going to be one person? Do you think it's going to be a lot of people? What do you think is going on here? I know another thing I've heard apparently recently is that there's apparently like a commercial being filmed or something that Ninja, had his own part in filming. So if, Ninja was one of the people who got his own sign, and he was one of the people filming like some sort of Fortnite commercial or something, and there's a lot of rumors that another content creator, being CypherPK, has also been filming commercials for this like return to OG Fortnite. What if they're going to have like a whole entire like rifted into Fortnite situation or something along those lines, where the items got rifted out of Fortnite into their backyard? We could have CypherPK being the one getting the tomato head in his backyard, and then it ends up getting rifted back to Fortnite, with them being a part of like the introduction to the OG return, something along those lines, right? We really just kind of gotta wait and see, but it is an interesting little rumor that I haven't looked too far into myself, but I have heard other people mention regarding some form of like trailer type, like ad or whatever else being paid for that they're going to be acting in or something along those lines. But on top of that, that isn't the only thing that happened, because we also got this image over on Twitter earlier today by the official Fortnite Games Twitter account, confirming that the return starts November 3rd, 2023, but the most important part isn't exactly the return image, it's instead the text accompanied with it, which is Sprint, parentheses, or Mantle, your choice, back to the Chapter 1 island. Or I guess it didn't say Chapter 1 island, but it said back to Chapter 1, ... see you soon, November 3rd, 2023, hashtag FortniteOG. This gives us a lot more interesting bits of information and everything regarding the whole entire return. Firstly, it mentions that sprinting and mantling are still going to be enabled with the brand new season. Most likely the reason why we had the maximum minimum dates for the previous sprinting and mantling things that made us think it was going to get removed is because they're going to have a modified version for the return to Chapter 1 where everything's going to be slightly different, whether it's more sprinting speed, less sprinting speed, more mantling distance, something along those lines. There's just a lot of changes right there that they could 100% mess with in order to make it feel natural on the old island, which would further explain why we're in a situation right now where we thought it was going to be removed. But also on top of that, we know that the official name for the return to Chapter 1 is now Fortnite OG, and I think that's, is something that definitely matches everything, right? You've been seeing a lot of content creators get packages in the mail and everything regarding the whole entire naming of Fortnite OG, and it's super exciting to see us return to that era, so it is something that does match everything. I know a lot of people are like, Fortnite Origins sounds cooler or whatever, but at the end of the day, who cares what it's named, right? We're still going back. What's more important is the actual gameplay and enjoyment itself, so I'm excited to see what's going on there. But of course, that is the recap of all of the information that's been happening recently, or still have a few more teasers here and there from in-game, little like things happening in the just world or whatever. Epic Games teasing stuff over on Twitter, and of course, content creators like CypherPK potentially getting more packages in the mail very, very soon. But I know there's still some questions such as, how is a battle pass going to work? If it's a month-long season, how are we supposed to do a battle pass? And in my personal opinion, I think since it's going to be a month-long season, I think that they'll most likely do some more like shifted form of a battle pass. I'm not exactly for certain how exactly it would work, because keep in mind I don't have that insider information or anything, but I could see them doing something such as, a smaller tiered battle pass where, instead of like 100 tiers, maybe we go back to the old days of like 80 or maybe like 50 tiers. They could make it so we get a lot of XP. They could even make it so it's a challenge system where instead of, like having to do levels and everything else for a battle pass, instead you buy the battle pass and then you get all the rewards by doing challenges, similar to like the mini event pass we've seen before, right? I think a mini event pass could definitely work well for the season's theming. You know, they would just make it the whole entire battle pass tab instead of making it its own little pass that, you know, just exists off to itself. So, you know, maybe we'll have a challenge based system like we've seen with Jujutsu Kaisen and all that type of stuff, and they could treat it like a fully blown event instead of treating it like a whole entire, you know, season, since it is going to be a month-long thing. But of course, you really just kind of gotta wait and see what happens. Overall, though, we do know that regardless of what they do, even if they do a mini event pass type system, people with the Fortnite crew should still be able to get that pass for free because, you know, it is one of the benefits of the Fortnite crew, so they kind of got to deliver on that regardless of what they end up doing. But with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider subscribing for the content I create, and until next time, I'll catch you champs and champions a little bit later. After we get this elimination, peace out.